What's up guys, Swordsman here, long time no talk, but today I'm bringing you some very sexy Guild Wars 2 footage. This is actually 1080p, I know normally I just record in 720p and call it good enough, but I don't know, there's just something about Guild Wars 2 that calls to me. It speaks out that it really does need the 1080p, so I'm going to try to record in only 1080p for Guild Wars 2, and hopefully you guys like it. Alright, for this gameplay video, I am playing a Ranger in Structured PvP. I think the map name is, Legacy of Foefire, I think the name is. Those of you that know me for a while have known that I'm terrible at names. I'll figure them out at some point. I know there's Kylo, Foefire, something Niflheim, or something like that, so whatever. We'll get to it as we can. This is a Ranger, like I said. I spent yesterday stress testing on the Ranger class, and I ended up enjoying it a fair bit, but when I dove into Structured PvP, there was not a ton of time left, so I just went with the default armor, the default runes, the default sigils, the default traits. I just wanted to jump in there, pick out what weapons I wanted, and go from there, and that's exactly what you're seeing. I don't know a ton to talk about this build because it's just the generic stuff that you get when you walk in there. I'm using the short bow with the axe and warhorn. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I think I go like 13-0 throughout this match. My good buddy Lazy Boy Marksman is on the other team as Magnus something or other. Runestone, I think. We got auto balance and split apart. The sadness was huge. But now I gotta get back here and try to defend my keep. Now, while you guys watch this, I wanted to talk about the upcoming release of Guild Wars 2. I am very excited. I am looking forward to it way more than I thought I would be whenever we were this close. I'm in. Like, I am so sold. I am in. I'm looking forward to the PvE stuff, the World versus World stuff, the structured PvP. I mean, really and truly, I'm even looking forward to crafting legendaries. Like that. Like, I am looking forward to trade skills. How crazy is that? I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you guys know that there will be a lot of Guild Wars 2 content coming. I am very excited to record some cool stuff. World versus World, PvP, maybe even some PvE dungeons and little things like that I want to get out for you guys. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If not, there will be other stuff coming eventually once I tire of this amazing game. But that may be in the distant future. Now, with Guild Wars 2 coming out, I wanted to touch base on a couple things that you might not know, maybe you should know for when it does release. Picking a character, a profession, is something that everyone should be spending some time doing, or at least that's how I spend a lot of my time before the beta weekends and during the beta weekends, just testing out a bunch of classes to see what I liked, what I wanted to play as, testing out in my head that thinking one class will play like one way, but then whenever I get to test it in the beta, it didn't really play that way, and then making changes and decisions based on that and stuff like that. So as you go on, like, all of the classes seem so very strong. They are all so unique, and they have a pretty good feel to them. They're all definitely different. I'd say maybe the Thief might slightly be a little bit ambiguous with what it's trying to be, what it's trying to do, but I suppose that could be a good thing. It's like, it might be like a little mini Jack of a couple trades type deal going on with the Thief. I have not played the Thief yet. I haven't played a couple, but I have played most of them now. And I'm most excited about the Warrior, semi-excited about the Guardian if it played how I wanted it to, but it seems that they didn't want it to play quite like that, so I might put the Guardian on the back burner, maybe look into a support Elementalist, maybe the Ranger. I'll continue the Ranger. It seemed pretty fun. The pet system, it's not as horrible as I thought it was, or at least not as bad as it was during the first beta weekend. So once you get your class picked out, you know, you're going to want to get into the Guild Wars 2, and you're going to start playing on Friday night or Saturday morning, sometime throughout the weekend. And one of my biggest tips I can give you, as a PvE status goes, buy those harvesting equipment tools as soon as you can, whether it's for copper or whether it's for karma. Buy them. The first two times I tried leveling up in beta weekends 1 and 2, I completely ignored them. I was like, meh, wasted time. Pfft, trade skills. I'm not going to do trade skills in a beta weekend. But then I realized how much XP you miss out on from harvesting those nodes. And those things are everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. They should not be ignored. So if you pick up the tools, you will earn XP. If you don't even want to trade skill, you can sell them on the auction house, trading post, and get a ton of money. So that is like my biggest newbie advice, not to hamstring yourself by not taking harvesting somewhat seriously early on, because it really will pay for itself in the end. From that, I would really say mess with your key bindings a little bit. I heavily modified mine. Not a fan of having to push the F1 through 4 keys, so I bound them to different keys. I have them running Z through V on the bottom row down there. I rebound my turn left and turn right, so that way it's strafe right and strafe left. That freed up my Q and my E keys to put some utilities on it, you know. Mess with your key bindings a little bit. Try to and find something that is comfortable for you. I know some people have trouble with the combination of the F keys and the 10 keys across the top. You can do shift modifiers in your hotkeys, so like if you hold down shift in one, you can push like your heal skill, something like that. So playing with the key bindings, don't just go with the default, because personally I think the default key setup for this game is kind of awkward and bad, but it is easily fixable. Just find something that works for you. And other than that, just those are just my 2 little tips. You know, just take up crafting. You'll probably thank me for it later if you weren't going to look into it previously. It is going to be pretty worthwhile to harvest those things with both leveling, speed, completionists in us all, and as well as for your own money or crafting progression. Other than that, just really explore the game. There's nothing quite like the new MMO feel. It's a pretty cool time. I've been a part of the launch of several MMOs, and it's always pretty special. It's definitely going to be interesting. It's just a good feeling when something is so new and you're relatively like such a noob to everything. There's so much to explore and so much to see. And even with the beta testing I did do, I stayed away from certain areas like the Norn stuff. I have done very little of. You know, stuff like that. Just keep an open mind. Remember to go into it and have fun, relax a little bit. Take a casual pace if you want. There's so much stuff to explore and to see that you won't really be running out of things to check out for a pretty long time, I don't think. That was the video. I think I went 13-0. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the scoreboard already flashed up. Yeah, definitely already flashed up. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and you will be seeing a lot more structured PvP, World vs. World, and PvE gameplay coming from me in the future. Take care, guys. I'll see you later.